I can't wave because I'm holding the phone with my hand. So I'd have loved to wave. Quick topic is why Davido continues to rise. Gold Josie says, Alábòsí àgbàlagbà, kì í ṣe bí rẹ̀, ìwọ tán bí sílé àtàn, ìwọ tí ìyá ẹ̀ lóyún fájá, ìwọ ló ń pèèyàn lálábòsí, àwọn ará ilé yín kí láti pè wọ́n, ilé ibi náà dẹ̀ ṣì wà, ibi tán ti ń ṣe bus kọ̀ǹdọ́, ebi máa pa ẹ́ kú ní wèrè, ó yá jẹ́ ń yọ jáde nínú live mi. Remove wèrè from live video, kí ni wèrè ń wá kiri? Kó tó ṣe ètè pẹlẹbẹ bí àkàrà ọ̀fọ́rọ̀. Ẹ wò jàre ẹ̀yin èèyàn gidi, how are you people doing? I'm greeting you. Baby, I want to turn, the light is that way. Yes. I want to flip the camera. I want to turn back like this. Don't worry. Just sort yourself. You're looking too fine. But I don't want them to see you looking this fine so that they'll not come and try to collect you from me. I won't worry. If I turn like this, it's better like that. So how are you guys doing? Awesome time we had in London so far. Oh man, make I even show you this view. This view is a very sweet view. So you see the view. Now, for those of you who played Monopoly as children, this street is called Park Lane. You remember it from Monopoly. Who play Monopoly? I know they talk of those ones who do Tente, when not Tente, they use take raise. I'm talking of those who played Monopoly. This is a street called Park Lane. Yeah. The weather is quite sunny today. So nice. Look at it. Few clouds in the sky. So it's really nice. This is the 22nd floor. Oh boy, now waiting that guy won't build for Ikoyi, I be this. Things not just walk, not just enter. Ada Blazy, how are you, my darling sister? Dear father. Be like, see this retirement, now it can't fit me now. Because to say I did work now, but they look for which lie I won't tell them for work. So I know if you can't work for another few days. And you see, it was impromptu. I plan to come. Bookie Sote is here. Now them organize my trip. We were supposed to come in on Friday and leave on last week Monday. We begin the extend them. We first extend them, go Friday. Then we're having dinner with Pastor Toby, and Davido was there. And Davido said, "You are not waiting for my show." I said, "No, I have to go back to Nigeria. I don't even know waiting they chase me go to Nigeria self. Nigeria where they no get fuel. You understand? That's why for miss the lovely show, Congo they follow now they queue for fuel, they drag for airport. I mean, baby, see, we're supposed to go back. David asked at least 6 times that day. Then as we're dropping him off, he was in the Rolls Royce in front. I was in the F8 behind him. He came, we gisted at the car. He's getting a Lamborghini. So we're talking a little bit at the car. Then he said, "Change your flight to," the way the video they talk. "Change your flight to." I say, "Okay, make we start the process of changing the flight." And changing the flight also means you have to change hotel, change this. So we had to add an extra 4 days. Because you cannot just go immediately as the show they end, they run, go airport, go. So other things that I did not plan to do in this UK, I had to do them again. Simply because of Davido show. And I want to confirm to you today, no Nigerian artist, except maybe Two-Face or P-Square, can make me change my flight. No be say you are in Nigeria, as in me and you jam for London. I can't go your event. Say I change my flight because of you. Now only Davido and maybe P-Square and maybe Two-Face. Finish. Nobody else. If he make me change. And the more I thought about it, I realized that I'm not the only one. This is the impact David has. David did not buy my ticket. He did not give me hotel money. But to support David, I will use my money if I have to. And I'm not the only one. Someone's saying Wizkid is great, he's amazing, but we don't have that relationship. I love him, I love his music. But you see, Davido takes it an extra mile. He has relationships with people. Think about it. Ada says Speed Darlington. It's true, you're right, Ada. Make I don't leave him like that. So you see, some people take things away from just being professional. It's like Ada. Look at Ada, she's on my live. We don't work together anymore. But Ada is someone that can call me, Daddy Freeze, I'm broke. Or Daddy Freeze, I need something. Or Daddy Freeze, talk to my boyfriend. Or Daddy Freeze, give me advice. Or Daddy Freeze, do you even need something? Not many of my colleagues can do that. So we took the work relationship further than just a work relationship. And that's what Davido does. He took that work relationship with so many. I'm just one of them. When he saw Taste Buds at the event, Taste Buds, you know how Davido always does. Now, not only did he say we should stay for the event, we stayed. We were upstairs in the box. He was backstage, stage, and where he didn't see us. But of course, we posted on social media. Then, someone said, what of Timaya? Yes, maybe Timaya. Timaya na person. Timaya na human being. Timaya, I'm thinking of who else? Timaya na person, you know, baby. I can change my ticket too for Timaya. So, you see, there was a wedding yesterday. I go even talk about that wedding. That wedding was the most biblical wedding I've seen in my. Now, Taste Buds, they even tell me we left early. Taste Buds was angry with me. He said, this is a proper biblical wedding. Say, come. Have you forgotten that the wedding in Cana, that when the alcohol finished, Christ created a new set of alcohol. So for them to have drunk and the alcohol finished, that means the party must have been bubbling for a long time. Why are you leaving now? I said, baby, I'm tired. I have to go and rest. You know? So we were at the wedding. We got up and we're about to leave. So we're saying our goodbyes to everybody. And I saw David. You know, I went to see, he got up, hugged me, hugged Taste Buds, told me he was bringing the Lamborghini to Lagos, that we must test drive it together. I said, no problem, I'm looking forward to it. You know me, I like moto. You know, and he was just so warm. You could see that he appreciated the fact that we stayed back for the show. And let me even talk about the show. You see, when you don't know something, I know they like put them out for this kind of thing, because before you know it, they go begin quote person. When you don't understand something, they try keep quiet. That show was full, as in full. Do you know how I can tell? I was in a VIP box upstairs. I had go and watch my live video. There was a live video. You know, normally in O2, when you want to start a show, they will switch off the Wi-Fi and then your mobile network does not work. But luckily, just before Davido came on stage, I had some Wi-Fi and I was able to quickly do a live. I showed you guys that backstage. Those chairs, I could see them from where they were covered. And they were covered for a reason. They used them for whatever. That place was, it's not like the place was open, nobody sat there. The place was closed from even before we got to the venue. And it was a tiny little portion that they used for whatever they want to use for, but it was not open because the chairs were all covered. Lily Bone say, why do you like frying your hair? Let me explain to you. This is my natural hair. It's just that I'm losing most of it. My mother is European, Caucasian, Romanian. My father is Nigerian, so I have this hair by default. Now let me ask you, why do you like frying your brain? Is it a mix between your parents? Because my hair is genetical. Is your brain, is your cognitive impairment as a result of a genetic mismatch? Are your parents like siblings? Or how did you come out like this? Mobiri new. So, here's what I have to say. Davido rises by lifting up others. Isaac, what did they call that guy? Israel was there yesterday. He was at the event. All Davido's boys. You see, Davido comes from privilege. All his boys don't come from privilege. But yet he doesn't treat them like they don't come from privilege. They eat. Let me tell you, the worst thing you can do in this life is invite Davido somewhere, and Davido is telling you he's coming with 2 people. Just know, say that your venue got to be, because he will show up with 20 people. And they will all dip their hand inside his food. They will all drink his champagne. Anything you give Davido, all his boys will drink it. That is David for you. So, how do you expect him not to rise? That's my question. Those of you saying Davido's show was a flop, share one Benny. Our one be where the show. Do you understand? I could see the regular, I could see the VIP, I could see the backstage, everything that was from where. If you've ever been to the O2 before, you'd understand what a VIP box is. Let me tell you, when you have a VIP box, you don't even need tickets for any concert at O2. It's like real estate. You own the box. Once they are doing something in the O2, just go to your box. Finish. That's how it works. It is when you get there, they will give you a tag. And the tag is yellow tag VIP. Someone said, why not on YouTube? I'm going to mix it and then load it up on YouTube when I'm done. So bear with me. I have 2 hands, and I'm using one for Instagram and the other one for Facebook. And also because I wanted to talk to Facebook. Of all social media networks, if you are looking for people that don't have sense, please go to Facebook. Please just go to Facebook. If you are looking for people who not get sense, you will post the same thing on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You will see the dumbest comments on. You will not believe that these are people's children. It's not like you went into the reptile section of a zoo, and then the reptiles, the reptilians started scribbling things. As in, I'm sorry, Facebook guys. I love you guys. I have 549,000 followers on Facebook. So I get them plenty. Today alone, I don't block like 100. And let me beg you, please comment rubbish so I go feel block your mama. Let me tell you, for those of you that want to experience rapture, blocking na like rehearsal. Just talk nonsense for my page. Make I block you, make you see as rapture won't take be. Now rehearsal, you rehearse your own down. And you feel rehearsal and still not meet the rapture. Make I don't tell you down. If you not like waiting at the post, must you come to my page? Somebody say, your papa, Daddy Freeze, we are the ones that are your fans. I delete 200 people yesterday, I still did 549,000. No be you, Mumu no be my fan. Make we correct ourselves, we tell ourselves true. Imbecile no be my fan. Person where they no raise well, no be my fan. Person where they raise well, but you no collect the raising, still no be my fan. Now person where get sense, now be my fan. Because my message is cerebral. My message is intellectual. My message resonates with a part of your brain that has been dormant since birth, probably even pre-birth. So what can I say that you can ever understand? But if a berry or tomato my message, listen, my message is not pray to God, pay your tithe, you will be rich. If I preach that message, you will come and raskarababa soroboboski like they do every morning for Instagram, collect money at the end of the day, paste different account number like saying a stock exchange that they run. Papa, make I tell you true. My message requires you thinking. I was in Pastor Toby's church on Sunday. He preached a message. He read only one Bible verse. The rest, he was showing us examples. This guy was about to die. He was in prison. Today, he's driving Rolls Royce. This girl was pregnant out of wedlock. A 15-year-old pregnant. Today, she's a manager in one of the biggest insurance companies. As in, we're just seeing results. It's one thing for you to come and preach. Daddy Freeze knows how to preach. When it comes to results, let me tell you, even the guys that help you, let me help you carry your luggage. For Pastor Toby Church, all of them, they wear Rolex. All of them, they wear LV. And let me tell you, nobody that I'll buy LV where all of them I like to wear, especially Facebook people, as usual, and them I go stay at time, because now them not still get sense. Now them not get money, now them not useful. No be Abba LV, better LV. As in that yesterday, you go just they see Off-White, Burberry, LV, Gucci. I don't know, say LV they do dress. Yesterday I see LV dress. It's Christian Dior dress. The lady that got married wore at one point, I think, an LV dress, and another point a Gucci dress. I did look am. No. Say another thing about Pastor Toby. Do you know Pastor Toby brought Davido to the wedding that is not his child's wedding? His church member's wedding. If you see the champagne, Baba, go look food where we chop. The champagne was not just crystal, big bottle crystal on every table. I had like 4 glasses of crystal. The crystal was coming and going. The crystal was coming and going. Let me ask you, Facebook people, una don't hear wetin be crystal before? And you put rather te mama lo comment o shinu. A comment can block ya ti ba buying. Our family into one no grave, not to cool down, no go actually block one. My block spiritually, physically, emotionally, psychologically, my blocking. Eh, ni ri no more gon my blocking day. And you put rather o shi. As in, it's like people like say they not just won't get sense for that Facebook. And na me go teach you now. Just talk nonsense. Just they talk calm. I mark all of you where they talk the nonsense down. Baba, I'm going to be having lunch. I have nothing to do but block Facebook people. So now me, you know what they do? They taunt you so that you go feel comment rubbish. So that I go feel block you. And I know they block you. And they block you on any other account where you, your mama, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your child, if you ever create. Mama blocking see Lenny. So, like I was saying, everybody is saying, Pastor Toby this, Pastor Toby this, Pastor Toby this. The way Pastor Toby lifts his church members, I never see and forget any. I can start, if they hungry me to start calling out Geo self on top of this matter. Only Geo, they fly plane. I did not see a poor person. Babe, did you see a poor person in Pastor Toby's church? There was no poor person. As in, the poorest person wear Prada shoe. There was no poor person. I no see, as in, now maybe the poorest person for that church. If you look at well, because me, like, now they wear my normal DKNY, you know, normal small Gucci here and there. Papa, everybody they wear Gucci. It remain made their water be Gucci. I sure say if you go to their house, their toilet roll are Gucci. Everybody for that church, they okay. Nobody they hungry. And you see, that is Acts chapter 4 verse 32. Make I give you another gist. During the church service, Pastor Toby wore an LV jacket that had LV printed on the front, and then his name, PT, Pastor Toby, was a customer. I'm not sure say that jacket fee less than £7,000. I'm not sure. Probably more. You know, I'm not an LV person. I'm not a core designer person. So I not to get the knowledge. Make they see my face for Facebook well, because I still go course on her. And they show them half my face. Make they see my face well. So that when the course they come, it go resonate with their soul. So I was just looking at the jacket, say, man, oh boy, see jacket. He wore another one the day before. So when he finished preaching, he took off his jacket, that expensive jacket, and gave it to one of his pastors, and now collected that pastor's jacket, and that was what he was wearing. I say, man. Someone said, wearing designers doesn't mean they are rich and comfortable though. One day, let me break your heart. When did they say shirt of £1,000? If you are not rich, you can't buy it. Forget the nonsense motivational speakers are telling you on social media. Can you buy a £1,000 shirt? Can you buy a £3,000 shoe? You never buy a house. Come on. You must be wealthy at least to a certain degree. Then all of them you don't see their motors. Okay, we don't talk their clothes finish. You don't see their cars. Baba, Ferrari, they turned Ferrari to Uber that yesterday. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini. You go tire. And this is not him. He drives a Rolls Royce. All his boys, all his pastors. The cheapest car then are Range Rover SVR. When they start and get, do you know how the Range Rover was moving? That's an SVR. As in, so yes, it's not church because he raises people to be not just wealthy but productive. You see somebody, I met a guy that trades 1 million pounds of Bitcoin every week. You are telling me that one is not wealthy. Now your papa come wealthy. Every week they trade 1 million pounds worth of crypto. Every week, not month, not year. Let me tell you, the company you work for, do they generate 1 million pounds in revenue in 1 year? That company where they pay you salary, move for Facebook, where they talk nonsense. Your company where they work for, do they generate $1 million as revenue? Let's even leave pounds in a whole year. As in the guy they talk fear, they catch me. You know what it is to change 1 million pounds every week? That's the level of transactions they do. Waiting one way before. And they ask you, waiting one way before. In one way, Primark, they do business of 1 million pounds a week. Which cloth you want wear before? Marks and Spencer. Now Gucci, you go with Gucci, not nothing. You see, Gucci is expensive to you people that don't have that. You go, they see 6,000 pounds like saying that money. Person where they transact, know how. Listen, out of that 1 million pounds, let's imagine he makes 3% weekly. 10% of 1 million pounds is 100,000 pounds. 1% is 10,000 pounds. If his profit is 3%, that is 30,000 pounds a week, 120,000 pounds a month. Gucci is not his problem, it is your problem. It's not his problem. What is Gucci? Something that can buy every week. So, but you see, the story behind this Pastor Toby and Davido is they rise by lifting other people up. It's the same thing. How can you have a church and then, let me tell you, if you want to go to churches and see poverty, go to your big churches, all those your big Jews that have private jets. Go to their churches in Nigeria, you will see poverty. Forget the politicians that come and sit at the front of the church and donate money. Let me tell you, in Pastor Toby's church is youths, young people. I sat down with my daughter. I sent her a message. I said, what can we do to uplift Free Nation youths? We need fashion shows. We need to sponsor artists. We need to, because let me tell you, forget your generation that is lost in the stupidity your parents taught you out of the stupidity they learned. You are lost. I have no time for you. Now your children I won't save from your mumu. And the only way you can connect to them is through tattoos, graffiti, piercings, music. That's the way you can connect with them. And I'm going to sit down and we're going to have a proper formula in the Free Nation where we are going to be able to mix street credibility, street life, street love with the message of God. Not just Bible. I know Bible. If I begin to do course for Bible, your Jews no fit pass level 1 where I go teach them for 1 year. All of them go still they go do kindergarten. No, I know they make mouth. I will tell you the truth. I studied scripture in Greek, Latin, Aramaic, and Hebrew. Plus history. I know these things. Nobody said they use and make mouth. So we need to be able to start connecting with our children. Your generation is lost. If you still believe that you will, let me tell you, God is in the center of money making. I will never take that away. But you see, God will not rise. Leaders have to rise. People have to rise. God is there to back you up. But God, you see, let me tell you one thing. They say what God cannot do does not exist. God cannot multiply nothing. That's one thing God cannot do. He cannot multiply 0. Let me tell you, 0 is a consuming number. Anything you like, multiply by 0, it becomes 0. Dominic Jr., now you are go first block. Once I come out, just remind me to block you, please. Just as I'm going, just talk another nonsense. So I go block you down. You see, you need to understand that what God cannot do does not exist. God cannot multiply 0 by anything because 0 cannot be multiplied by anything. When you are 0, you are 0. If you are 1, and I multiply you by 100, you become 100. If you are 5 and I multiply you by 100, you become 500. If you are 10 and I multiply you by everything. So listen to what I'm saying and let it resonate with you. Don't be a zero. There's no hope for a zero. Nothing can be multiplied by a zero to get anything. Yes, pray to God. God is ready to multiply you. God is ready to uplift you. But what are you? Look at all the people that Davido lifts up. There's something in them. It might not be much, and it might be a whole lot. But when you have nothing, even Davido cannot help you. Even Pastor Toby said, look, these are all these people that you see here, they're the set of them that are back in prison that could not just do it. It just didn't work. So as long as you are in that era where you are praying for money, just know that you are lost. And I can't help you. So I'm here to help your children. I want to connect with children with music. I was watching Spark Nation. They were all there dancing at Davido. How many Nigerian pastors will follow you to Davido? Let me tell you, they will not follow you to go and groove with Davido, but they will lead you to go and be praying and fasting while they are eating with their 10 fingers with the most corrupt politicians in the world. Your father. We all had fun at the Davido concert. We danced, we ate. Me and Taste Boss didn't eat and drink because of the packed venue. And we're wearing our mask. But we had so much fun. It was a good concert. Tasteboard is correcting me. Great concert. But my message inside all this to you is something I need to resonate with you. Be something. Think of how you move away from the mindset of your forefathers and fathers. If it was a good mindset, China would not be dashing us money. If the mindset of your fathers and grandfathers was good, pagan nations will not be feeding Christians. How can we have 10 churches on every street and our pride is poverty, hunger, lack? Let me tell you, somebody said nobody is a zero. You come to Nigeria, you will see millions of zeros. That religion has turned to zero. What do you mean nobody is a zero? You think I'm your motivational teacher? Me, I'm so thorough for you. And let me tell you, some of you are lost unless you wake up. There are people who are zeros, but guess what? Waking up and getting out of the nonsense they've established as doctrine can wake them up. But there are people who are currently zero, and anything you put in them will consume it. Have you ever tried to raise people before? Do you know how many people I built shops for? And I gave the shops, and after 2 months they sold the shops because they could not run it? And you're telling me that person is not a zero? Some people are below zero, sub-zero. That's what some people are. Forget zero. Zero na figure. We go even. You call some people zero, be like say you call them king. Malu lelo mi. What ye koja obe? Atisuya. Poverty mindset is a zero. Look at what happened today. We're having breakfast at the Hilton, and I just posted the picture. A nice breakfast. Their breakfast at the Hilton is always nice. One person came there and said, all these so-called celebrities, that this what you are eating will give you cancer. Mofe bearing you way they enter molware, and the pollution they meet you inside in the contraption, inside the heat and sun. You won't tell me say you know they expose yourself to cancer. You where your mama they cook with firewood. Do you know that each time you cook with firewood is the equivalent of smoking 2 packets of cigarettes? Are you aware? You see, listen, I understand that red meat is cancerous. Come to my page, say, Daddy Freeze, be careful with this red meat. Oh, do you know it's been linked with cancers? But when you come and you talk these so-called celebrities, Baba, I don't want to be a celebrity. I don't care. But don't say so-called. If you call me a celebrity, I will not fight you. If you say I'm not a celebrity, I will not fight you. But don't what's the so-called? She ti ya o ba leko, she wo le leko ni. So if you shake me fun ran di ran yin ni ke ponu ke de ma leko. Did you not see the post? This, and you see the dodolos on Facebook, the R&Ds. Especially that Facebook, the Okponus, Amokume cause, Abirons on Facebook. They were there saying, anything she said, there's nothing she said that was wrong. But have you sat down to check the tone? You know, your parents were too busy hustling buses to get passengers. They were too busy using firewood to fry akara to have time to raise you. That's why you can't understand that what she said was very forward, rude, and stupid. How do you go to somebody's page and say these so-called celebrities? What truth do you want to say after that? Malali yala yaeni. Okponura darada. How do you come there? We'll have a conversation. If she had come to me and said, Daddy Freeze, this red meat, they cause cancer, I'll say, yes, I agree. But in Nigeria, if you live in rural, or should I say ghetto Nigeria, you are more exposed to cancers. They are burning refuse at the back of your house, and they are burning plastic. Oh, moke carcinogen. Nino and low diesel. Oh, moke diesel fuels are carcinogenic. You didn't know? Molue fumes are carcinogenic. You didn't know? So we'll have a conversation. We would come back and forth. But I can't have a conversation with someone who is so obtuse, who is so unscholarly, unlettered, who is a dolt, and comes to my page and says, these so-called celebrities. Where do me and you want to start having a conversation from? If there's anything we need to converse about, is the decayed upbringing you were handed, or maybe you refused to receive your upbringing, and then you ventured out to end up as a non-entity that zero is bigger than. Come to my page. Then somebody said, Daddy Freeze, you don't like criticism. Let me tell you, anybody that said Daddy Freeze don't like, on that post, you have all been blocked. If you are still there, better go and delete your comment now, because once I see it, I will block you. You will experience rapture today. Your own rapture would be today. Learn how to talk to people. Learn how to get sense. So that is my own. I don't talk my own as they go. I still want to go Selfridges. For that day London, we fit meet for Selfridges. Oh, sorry, the part of London where they far from Selfridges. No worry, no fight, not day. But Shami, I did go Selfridges. You know, go pick one or two things. You know, and for all of you say Selfridges, they know they say fridge there. Oh. No things I want to go buy fridge, and you load on Facebook. As you don't hear Selfridges, I think say Daddy Freeze. The next thing, just see on Facebook, Daddy Freeze goes to Selfridges to buy fridge. I won't go no. They don't sell fridge in Selfridges. Oh. Just know it's Gucci they sell there. Oh yeah, all of you come and be going. Learn from Davido. That's my message for you today. Lift people around you up. When they are lifted up, you will enjoy your life later on. Just in case you are no longer up, they will pull you up. And just in case you are also up, they will support you up. But let me tell you, identify a zero. You can't uplift a zero. Even God cannot uplift a zero. Because anything you multiply by zero becomes zero. If you are a zero, walk yourself out of zerohood. Abi zero-ness. Abi oriburuku zero. Ekurombe. Ekurombe. Lefadura kurombe. Better yourself. Add value. Pick your life up. Oh yeah, come and be going, all of you. Love you on Instagram, my lovely people. I love you so much. And the few of you on Facebook, we no reach 5, we get sense. I love all of you now too. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.